Show has baseball. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Detroit Tigers and the New York Mets. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Ball for the Mets in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, in this day and age where we're all into numbers and statistics, look at this whip, 1.10 or less. He has a sub 1.1. That's not an easy thing to do, especially in today's game where we see teams scoring a lot of runs. He doesn't walk very many guys, and he doesn't give up that many hits either. This is a real good pitcher and should be fun to watch pitch in this one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he popped him up, and no one will track it down. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you can win 4 out of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Moving under it, Stewart makes the play, 1 away. So a moment now to take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers. Dero, what do you got in this lineup in the series opener?
Matt, you take a look at both these lineups. They got their work cut out for them. This is going to be a pitcher's duel. Both these guys can execute and have a chance to go deep in this game and turn it over to bullpen. Somebody is going to have to get that big 2-out knock with runners in scoring position.
Now at the plate, Jake Rogers, who comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. And they start him out away with a called strike. DeGrom is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at bat.
1-2 to the Tigers catcher. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, Dero, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, I love me some Jerry Hillsdale. You have to come over those 17 inches. He ain't giving you anything on the outside corner, and that's the way it should be.
And there are 2 away now.
Batting third, the first baseman, Seamus Nunez.
At the plate, Seamus Nunez. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And, hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike 1, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Michael Fulmer gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, thanks, man. On the bump, Michael Fulmer. Boy, what really turned his career around, learning the straight changeup. Always had a big arm when he came up in the Mets farm system, but since he arrived in the big leagues, more than that big arm, the fastball 95 to 97 miles an hour. Straight changeup, one of the best in baseball. Also has a curveball to go along with it. If he brings the changeup and the good one with him, he will be really tough to hit.
Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. So, guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today.
Outside, 3-0 now. And he'll just lay this one in there. 3-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
You know, I'm looking forward to see what this guy can do in that 5-hole. His batting average is on the rise right now. And if you look at his last 10 games.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. Liner towards second. And that's the second out.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. And he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. First pitch on its way. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's off the plate and high. 2-0 now.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone, get himself back in this count.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Here it comes, the 3-0. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. Jung has got it, and the side is retired. We've played an inning, still 0-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Josh Jung, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. Here's the first pitch to him. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. There aren't many vets in the league that can still generate the kind of velocity we've been seeing from him. How uncommon is it to see a guy of his vintage still lighting up the radar gun?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers compete at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
from the stretch. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. Green makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. Slider just off the black there, and it's to 2-1 now. Now the 2-1 pitch misses off the plate.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
Popped up. Lugo waits on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans.
Number 50.
And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Next up for Detroit, number 50, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Not in time as he steals second.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard to this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Jung, the runner at second with one away. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. This is on the ground over to first. Throw, got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
Batting 7, the shortstop, Isaac Paradis.
Coming to the plate now, Isaac Paradis, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Counts 1-0.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Two outs here with a runner at third. And this misses as it moves to 2-0 now on the Tigers shortstop.
Now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
The 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now. He lays off, and that's outside, ball 4. They're at the corners now here with 2 away.
Batting 8, the pitcher, Michael Fulmer.
So here now is the pitcher, Michael Fulmer, and their runners at the corners now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
No score here as we play inning number 2. 1-1 the count to the Tigers pitcher. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. And that one is gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. His first home run of the season. And the Tigers take a 3-0 lead.
Yep, this is why you just can't rely on one pitch. These are the best hitters in the world. And when they know what's coming, they're going to jump all over it just like he did there.
Into the box, Max Schwartz. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 2 home runs and a dozen RBIs. Two balls and no strikes.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, he knows it. But this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
3-0 pitch. Finds the zone, strike 1.
This is where if you're the batter, one pitch, one spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Digging in to try it again, Parker Meadows. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. And he lays off there, 1-0. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
The 1-0 home. Chopper foul. Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball taken high for a ball.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But not before 3 cross the plate for the Tigers on the strength of this 3-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 3-0 Tigers. Next up from New York, Dominic Smith. He'll start it out against Michael Fulmer to begin the inning.
The first baseman, Dominic Smith.
First offering on its way. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. And he fouls this one off. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Count remains at 0-2. One and 2 to Dominic Smith.
Wow, that was a pretty good 2-strike slider right there. I think that would fool them, and the umpire too.
The 1-2 pitch. Fouled off. Here's another 1-2. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Is looked at and the count moves full.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
A payoff pitch one more time. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. And he finally wears him down as he strikes him out after a prolonged battle. That was good stuff.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Detroit Tigers. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Next for the Mets, Kristen Stewart. And he comes into this one having hit safely in his last 5 games. Here comes the first pitch. And that misses for ball 1. Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0. Take sign must have been on there because that's right down the middle. Strike 1.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
Now the 2-1 pitch is a fastball down below the knees. The 3-1. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 6th, the third baseman, Dawel Lugo.
Into the box now, Dawel Lugo. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. And the pitch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. Popped up. Nunez in foul ground. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Mets. They trail it here 3-0. Digging in for his second at bat, Jake Rogers. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Rogers.
First pitch on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Into the corner and slicing foul. And there's ball 2 now.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Fouled away. The 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Stewart moves over. 1 out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Seamus Nunez.
Stepping in, Seamus Nunez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
1 out, nobody on. In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now. And gone. Home run. Solo shot to right center. Number 13 for him on the year. As the Tigers have opened it up even further, it's now 4-0.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while.
In now, Josh Jung. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High in the air and deep to left center field. Broxton looks up. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs. Josh Jung has just clubbed a milestone home run of sorts. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, obviously, it's not easy hitting home runs, Matt, especially at this level. 100 home runs is nothing to scoff at, so I'm sure he'll be proud of this accomplishment when he gets to really think about it after a game, and you know he'll want that ball to hold on to.
right fielder.
Standing in now, Riley Green. He'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He popped out in his first trip. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Now a hard liner, but foul. Still only one out in the inning. Smoked on the ground left side. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Now batting, number 50.
At the plate, number 50. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. In there, and it's 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Stepping in now, Isaac Paradis, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 home is taken for strike 2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Smith is over to take a look, and it's fouled away. Green leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Now a fastball. Look out as he has to duck out of harm's way there.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
3-2 pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The next 3-2. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Tigers 5 and the Mets nothing. Standing in, Dilson Herrera, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First delivery to him on the way. Too high that time with the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. The 1-2. Grounded up the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The next 1-2 pitch. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Nito.
Now batting, Tomas Nido. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. He's set, and the pitch. That's a ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
The 1-0 is a fastball that misses. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. There's a strike. It's 2-1.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Two and two to the Mets catcher. So a full count now. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. The pitcher, Jacob deGrom, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Here comes the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here, but this is foul for the first strike. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Now a bunt attempt here. Nunez is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The center fielder, number 4, Keon.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the outstanding outfielder, Keon Broxton. He's set. Here it comes. There's a fastball swung on and hit foul off to the right for the first strike. The 0-1 delivery. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards you.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Mets leave one. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Tigers manager to discuss his thoughts on Detroit's offense. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the opposing starter work very hard. His pitch count is high, so it seems they'll be getting into the bullpen sooner rather than later.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Now here's the Detroit pitcher, Michael Fulmer. He hit a big 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance.
And I'm sure as he strides to the plate right here, he's certainly got to have a little bit more confidence. But that's not his game. He's got to get back to what makes him successful, put bat to baseball, and try and drive something right back up the middle.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
The batter, number 10, second base.
Now to the plate, Max Schwartz. He drew a walk his first time up. Here's the first pitch to him. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. On its way is pitch number 75. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 5 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, McNeil, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The center fielder, number 28, Parker Meadows.
So back at the top of the Detroit lineup, digging in, Parker Meadows. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that misses, ball 1. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
This one's flared out toward left. In there, a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. Into the box, Jake Rogers. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. A ball hit hard to the left side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back two-out hits right now,
Now
this pitcher
batting,
thought he was
the
going to
first
cruise
baseman.
through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Now here comes the Mets skipper on his way toward the mound, and a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp.
Your attention,
Tyler
please.
Bachelor answers
Now
the call
pitching
from the
for the
pen here in the
Mets,
fourth, as they
number
didn't get the
49.
outing they were hoping for from their starter. In now, Seamus Nunez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0 misses for the second ball. Meadows over at second. Rogers on at first with 2 down. 2 balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
The 2-2. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. Another try at 2-2. And he fouls this one off. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
He really needs to find a pitch to put this guy away with right here, right now. He can't allow this inning to get any worse than it's already become.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Lugo trying to get there, fouled off. Once again a 3-2, fouled away. Another payoff pitch. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Man, as a pitcher, I can tell you that is so frustrating. He's got 2 outs and he wants to get that 3rd out as quickly and painlessly as possible. But that hitter makes him work his tail off and he still loses him.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Josh Jung. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
First offering on its way. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
Now the 1-0 is a fastball looked at for a strike.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
High and deep to right. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam, his second home run of the game, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. The long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan, D-Row, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. 4th round tripper of the game so far.
Yeah, you're watching this pitcher. He's just not executing on both sides. They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happening.
4 runs here in this half inning. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Classic case right there of an off-speed pitch, and that hitter's eyes lit up and that front shoulder went flying. He's got to find a way to keep that thing tucked and play with the big part of the field.
And it's fouled away. Comes again, 1-2, and the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. But the damage has been done for the Tigers, and it was done right here. A grand slam home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Tigers 9 and the Mets nothing. Coming to the plate now, Ahmed Rosario. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And there's one down now. Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Tigers organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. Ready for another chance? Jeff McNeil. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. And he takes ball 1. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Dominic Smith will be next. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line drive to center field. Meadows is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Dominic Smith.
Next will be the cleanup hitter. Dominic Smith comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped him up. Paradis is there for it. And that ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Digging in once again, number 50. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Number 50.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball one.
And a ball 1-0. Well, this one had the makings of a great pitcher's duel, but has developed into something of a lopsided contest. What do you make of this one, fellas?
Yeah, Matty, we are expecting a pitcher's duel in this one. It's working for one guy. The other guy, not so much. Didn't have good feel for his off speed and had to come over the middle of the plate. I don't care how hard you throw, Dan. In this league, guys will catch up to it.
You know what, Dero, you hit it. It's been the story of two really good pitchers, two power pitchers. One guy making good pitches, the other not making good pitches, leaving some balls out over the plate, and hence he's walking. It looks like he's going to walk away taking a loss in this one.
The 1-2 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
I think he's shown you right there. He was trying to put you away with the off-speed pitch. Have to be leery of that right there and take pull side away. That'll keep you on all stuff, fastballs and the off-speed.
Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now. 3-2. Isaac Paradis waits on deck. He's set. Here's the 3-2, and he fouls this one off. He'll try it again. 3-2, and a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Ready for another shot now. Isaac Paradis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they can certainly roll too.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Stewart arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Michael Fulmer.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Michael Fulmer. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him, and he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Herrera takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down.
The batter, number 10, second baseman, Max Schwartz.
Standing in, Max Schwartz. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. In the dirt is there, and he's out trying to take second. Tigers fail to make any noise, but they'll live with it as they hold a 9-0 lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said it's been pretty apparent that they're just not finding a lot of hard contact today. There have been a lot of outs on softly hit balls, and while most of the credit for that goes to the opposing pitching, he said it's important for them to continue to make adjustments at the plate. It's games like these where they have to get back to the basics and find a way to generate some offense.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Number 15.
First pitch on its way. And that's in there for strike one.
Hey, that's another nice two-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
The windup and the 0-1. Fastball just off the inside corner. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Into the box now, Dawa Lugo. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time, every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting.
A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Into the box, Dilson Herrera reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball just inside. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Check swing grounder to the right side. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Down in order go the Mets. They're down 9-0. Now at the plate, Max Schwartz.
The second baseman, Max Schwartz.
Here comes the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Schwartz, originally from the state of Alabama. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2019.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys. I love the fact that the hitter was able to foul that pitch away. I always thought with 2 strikes, you give the pitcher that inside part of the plate, and you do your best to cover away.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Ready with the 2-2. Fouled off. Now another 2-2. This is on the ground over to first. Smith right there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The center fielder, number 28, Parker Meadows.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Parker Meadows. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball inside.
Ball one. One out, nobody on. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Broxton's under it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
The catcher, number 34, Jake Rogers.
Digging in and looking for more, Jake Rogers. From the stretch. Strike taken up in the zone.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he missed with the slurve, so it goes to 2-1.
After 2 breaking pitches, a pretty good chance right now. You're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Here now the 2-2. To the left side, but it's well foul. 2 out, nobody on. Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. Down in order go the Tigers, but they hold a 9-0 lead. Settling in now, Tomas Nido. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Outside, 2-1. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
Number 3 will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 3.
And he lays off there, 1-0. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 5 homers and a dozen RBIs. The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball. And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike.
1 strike.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2.
The batter, the center fielder, Keon Broxton.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The next 0-2 is taken. That's ball 1.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
Fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown, as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Tim Peterson comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Number 63.
So digging in now, Seamus Nunez will swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
Nunez.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Peterson, a 6'1" right-hander. He was a 20th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 1-0. Taken, strike 1 on the inside corner.
1-1.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Count even at 2-2. The 2-2. And another foul ball.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
The 2-2 one more time. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. swinging a soft liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Josh
Jung will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Nunez gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Oh, forget about this one. Bob Bowie. And gone up into the second deck. So a 2-run shot to left center, his 3rd home run of the ball game as the blowout continues.
Well, you have a great night in hockey. You score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick. But how about hitting 3 home runs in one night? That's the baseball equivalent of a hat trick, and that's awfully hard to do.
now batting, right fielder, Riley Green.
Standing in now, Riley Green, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready with the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Lugo is over to take a look at it. The 1-2. Hit hard. Foul. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
So stepping in, number 50. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First delivery to him on the way. A high fastball is in there. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that right there. He decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Stepping in now, Isaac Paradis, and it's fouled away. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Comes set, and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 home. Slow little roller to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Detroit is out in front, 11-0. Digging in, Ahmed Rosario. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Shot to third and handled for the first out.
Now batting, number 6.
At the plate, Jeff McNeil. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
And that was one of the hardest hit balls they've had all game, Matty. It's been a pretty feeble effort by his teammates on the offensive side.
Oh, that's low.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that two-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
Line toward the alley in left center, and that's a base hit. So the no-hit bid ends here in the 7th. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty V, and this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, D-Row. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game, but from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
Into the box, Dominic Smith, and he hits it hard to the right side, and the throw gets him as he takes away a hit that time.
Not sure the spin throw was necessary there, but it sure looked good. Would have been questionable if he threw it away, but he put it right on the money for the out.
Up next steps Kristen Stewart as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. McNeil on third with 2 out. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Line drive to center field. Meadows is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Mets strand 1. They trail in this one 11-0. Next for the Tigers, Michael Fulmer. 4th plate appearance for him tonight, and why not? He's been in control all game long. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Well,
ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called a ball. 1-2.
Well, this is where you have to be really aggressive. 1-2 count on an American League pitcher that rarely bats. Go right after him.
The 1-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at bat going. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Ball.
Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
I don't know if that was discipline or whether he's just not swinging the bat at all, but hey, at least he's making the pitcher throw a few more pitches.
And he fouls this one off. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Another 2-2 offering. Fouled off. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. Well, there are blowouts and then there are blowouts. And this, folks, is a blowout. As you get a look at our line score, it's not often that you see a road team come into this place and put a whooping on these guys like the one we're seeing here tonight. Stepping into the box, Max Schwartz. Here's the first pitch to him. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and 2 strikes now. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Rosario brings it in, and there's out number 2.
The center fielder, number 28, Parker Meadows.
Ready now, Parker Meadows. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1. Oh and 1, here it comes. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
And the pitch. And a waste pitch there, 1-2.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
Ready on 1-2. Fouled away. Now another 1-2. This is in the air to left field. Stewart is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. But they lead it 11-0. Stepping up now, Dawa Lugo. He leads off their half of the eighth, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
First delivery to him on the way. In there, 0-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Schwartz will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone.
Now batting, number 16.
In now, Dilson Herrera. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Yeah, man, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first. So as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it.
Now at the plate, Tomas Nido. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. From the belt, the pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. That misses. 1 ball and 1 strike here to the Mets backstop.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
1-1. Here it comes. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Left fielder has a beat on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, the pitcher, Tim Peterson.
Delino DeShields will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 8, Delino DeShields.
And that misses low and away. Ball 1. He'll enter play with an average of .311, 1 home run and 6 RBIs. Now the 1-0. Hits the outside corner. Strike 1. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1.
Ball
3-1 now, and I think he wanted to know where that one was.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
And he lays off ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets into any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Keon Broxton. And after that quick walk, is it fair to wonder if this starter is beginning to show signs of getting tired?
Yeah, that could be the case, Matty. Sometimes you just lose your focus, lose your command, but it'll be real important for him to get it back as this next hitter walks up to the plate.
He's set and the pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Working on hanging another 0, the pitch. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets. They trail in this one 11-0. Paul Sewald enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 51, Paul Sewald.
Digging in, Jake Rogers. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. He's ready. Here's the first offering. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Rocket to third, but quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Seamus Nunez.
In now, Seamus Nunez, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. But facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Nunez is carrying around a batting average in the 320s. That's what you might call potent.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Sewald, a Nevada native. He was taken in the 10th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Josh Jung is on deck. 1 out, nobody on. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Now the 3-2 pitch. Shoots this one over to first. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Josh Jung will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a hot shot toward third. And this will find its way to the 335 sign. Now a long throw to third. And he's safe. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here. And those don't come along every day.
Green.
Standing in now, Riley Green, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 1-0 is taken, strike one.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. 2-2. Here it is. Popped up. Lugo is there. 2 down.
Now batting, number 50.
Ready once again, number 50. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Scooped up. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the 9th. Tigers are out in front, 11-0. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Taylor Williams, the 5'11" right-handed reliever, enters to take over on the mound now.
Now pitching and batting in the 6th spot, number 54, Taylor Williams.
So coming to the plate, Ahmed Rosario starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2. Now the 2-0 is looked at for the first strike. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that's out number 1.
Now batting,
final line there for the Detroit starting pitcher. He was great all night long.
Wow, what a powerful performance. 8 shutout innings in line for the win.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Jeff McNeil. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
And there's ball 1. And it looks like a right-hander's got enough to throw in the Tiger bullpen. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Into the box now, Dominic Smith. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1. Two out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. And that's going to do it as the catch is made, and the Tigers have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
11-0 the final shutout total in this one. Detroit sent 5 balls over the wall to come out on top in this one. Michael Fulmer earns win number 7 on the season, allowing only a pair of hits in 8 full innings pitched. Jacob deGrom was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Tigers, 11 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 22 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
The Mets City Field. Today it's the second and the New York Mets. The pitching should be a story in this one. First pitch is coming up. Marcus Stroman will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Stepping up to the plate, Parker Meadows. He will lead this one off today. And we are underway here in Flushing as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball 1.
First pitch, 110.
And now this misses as well as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon. 2-0 now. And it's 2-1 to the Tigers leadoff hitter, Stroman, also known as Stro-Show at times. He was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Here now the 2-2. And another foul ball. And he popped him up, but this will land untouched. The 2-2 one more time. Spoils another one, and this is exactly what you're looking for out of your leadoff hitter. A full count, 3-2 to the Tigers center fielder.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
3-2 pitch. Really good at-bat here from the leadoff hitter as he'll force him to throw another one. Another full count pitch home. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The next 3-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is DeShields. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first down. With that, let's get to a look at the starting 9 for the Tigers. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. He's already got 7 RBIs in this series alone. Now, credit to his teammates. They're getting on base in front of him, but it seems like every time they're out there, he's the one bringing them home.
Digging in now, Jake Rogers. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Pitch is popped up. Lugo has a play. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting third, the first baseman, Seamus Nunez.
Stepping in, Seamus Nunez, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
And next it'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter, Josh Jung.
He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
He's set. Here it comes. Fastball just missed above the zone. Nunez is off at first with 2 away. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
2-0 count. Here it comes. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
The 3-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. 2 out with the man at first.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
Coming to the plate now, Riley Green. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Stroman comes set. Here's the first pitch. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike. And he falls behind 0-2. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
The payoff pitch. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at bat here. He's set. The 3-2. Hit hard to the right, but foul. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. Line hard, but foul. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. and he fouls this one off. Here's the payoff pitch, and he misses again. Ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Man, as a pitcher, I can tell you that is so frustrating. He's got 2 outs, and he wants to get that 3rd out as quickly and painlessly as possible, but that hitter makes him work his tail off, and he still loses him.
Stepping into the box, number 50. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. Played on the backhand. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Casey Mize, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
And he takes a pitch right down the middle. So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I know we're getting ready for game 2, but yesterday, man, road trip got off to a great start. They pounded the baseball, pitched, played defense. This team comes in riding high into game 2.
1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. The 1-1. Line hard. Foul. The 1-2 doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Batting second, the shortstop, Ahmed.
Striding in, Ahmed Rosario, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch. A ball and no strikes.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting 1 out could be a challenge.
The 1-0 is taken for ball 2. The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. A strike, and it's 3-1.
Yep, it's 3-1.
Here's a look over to first. Back in standing. A runner at first with no outs here. Fastball